Yeah.
Okay, I think we're ready to go. Julie's in Germany, right? Oh, okay. Well, all right, then I won't ask her to bring me any gift from Germany today. Don't forget to mute your phones and such. And we'll begin with the invocation by Commissioner Hinkleman, and then the Drain Commissioner will do the pledge. If you wish to join, please rise.
Like the, just mention a couple of things. If you don't know, the pledge was changed 4 times. It started out in 1892. George Thatcher Blatch, the Civil War officer, developed it in 1923. 2 was added to it. In 24, the flag of the United States was added. And in 54 of America, and then later in 54, they added under God, which was actually it was introduced as a bill by Lewis Rawbelt, who was a congressman for the 14th district of the Detroit area. He's also a University of Detroit graduate and lawyer. Signed into law by Eisenhower. So we're going to use the 4th edition today. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Yeah, I remember.
Thank you for letting me do that.
Thank you. I remember Judge Dwayne talking about adding under God when he was in grade school. They had to relearn the pledge to add those words. Anyway, Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Bell. Curran.
Here.
Freely. Present. Harrison.
Here.
Hinkleman. Majerick.
Here.
Ott.
Here.
Pittsford.
Here.
Ballraff.
Here.
Werfel. Here. Yarborough.
Present.
Elliott.
Here.
Mr. Chair, you have 11 present, 1 absent.
Thank you. Minutes from last week,
We'll make a motion to approve those minutes.
moved by Freeling, supported by Pitchford. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Minutes are approved. Madam Clerk, I understand we have communications.
Yes, you received an email from the Berrien County MSU Extension on the Michigan State University's extensions upcoming events in Berrien County, received on November 9th. That's all.
Thank you. Public comments about resolutions. I haven't heard anything about pulling anything from the consent calendar. If you have anything you'd like to say about resolutions, this is the time. Okay. Is there a motion to approve the consent calendar, including the 4 added resolutions ending in 6-2, 6-3, 6-4, and 6-5?
I'll make a motion. We approve the consent calendar with the added resolution 6-2, 6-3, 6-4, and 6-5.
Thank you. Is there support? Supported. So moved by Pitchford, supported by Bullarath. Any discussion? Hearing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Curran.
Yes.
Freely.
Yes.
Harrison.
Yes.
Hinkleman. Majerick.
Yes.
Ott.
Yes.
Pittsford.
Yes.
Ballraff.
Yes.
Werfel.
Yes.
Yarborough.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes,
Mr. Chair, you have 11 yeas.
thank you. We'll do committee reports. And this agenda says Personnel and Human Services Committee is first, so.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We met this morning, considered a number of items on our agenda. The first was an approval of an advanced step hire for the Health Department. This is for and the WIC supervisor. So we did approve that. We reviewed in detail and considered the monthly pension rollovers and refunds, and so we did approve those. And then we have an appointment to the health board. I can do that now, Mr. Chair, or under other business. It'd be your pleasure.
I don't think it's gotta wait unless corporate counsel tells me it has to. Okay, and you're wanting to appoint Al Pachoka to fill a vacancy through the end of April of next year, is that it?
That's correct, Mr. Chairman, and I would so make that motion.
I apologize. The term expires 4/19/2024, not 4/30. And that would be to fill, who left?
Linda Stroll.
Linda Stroll, okay. So you're making the motion to appoint Al Pachoka to fill Linda Stroll's term through 4/19/24. Is there support?
I'll support.
Okay, moved by Harrison, supported by Freeling. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Mr. Pachoka is appointed.
Thank you. Then continuing on with our business, we'll have a resolution for you next week. This is the Clean Sweep Grant from the state of Michigan in the amount of $30,000. This is for pesticide removal from the community. And so we've been doing this with the state of Michigan since 1996. And so we'll have that for you next meeting. We also had our monthly report from Jill Adams regarding the activity in the Parks Department. A lot of very interesting things, looking at collections at Silver Beach have gone up significantly over last year. And so right now we're waiting for snow in the other parks to do cross-country skiing. So we had a good report, and that would conclude our committee business. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions for PHS? All right. Jim, want to do admin?
Thank you, Matt. Robert Ray and Brian were in to see us, talk to us about a change order that they also came and talked to all the other committees about. We concurred with the change order and to have that done at the jail. Brian talked to us about a letter of support for two Senate bills, 657 and 658. These deal with seizure and forfeiture for animals. And so we agreed that this is a good support of those bills. And I don't know if Brian talked to all the other committees or not.
I did.
Okay, very good. And I know he talked to Mac. So we were supportive of that as well. We have a resolution for you the next time we get together, ending in 366. This is to put up a four-way stop sign at Lincoln Avenue and Linco Road. Road Department did a study at that location because of the number of accidents. It determined that it needs a four-way stop. So that resolution is to make that happen. And that is our report.
Thank you. Questions for admin? All right, Madam Chair of Finance.
Thank you very much. Jim Curran just made my report.
Okay,
We had visits also from our administrator, and we were told by the change order for the jail and the Michigan Humane Society is working with the state of Michigan to get it where the animals are not kept so long. We've had sometimes dogs that were involved in something and kept them for a year or more. And it's too much for the dog and too much for the animal control. So we agreed that whatever needs to happen, we support it. We accepted our minutes, and that is my report.
okay. Any questions for finance? All right, we'll do commissioner reports going clockwise.
Continue harvest, I should say, so thankful for that.
One more good day today, I hear.
One more good day, snow coming next week, so.
Amen to that.
Commissioner Bell and I went to the Berrien Mental Health Authority last night, which we had our annual update where the Health Law Partners, who manages out of Detroit, all our HIPAA and government policies that we make up. And they have to come with the board once a year and go over all the policies again. So we did that last night. Also, they went over the new software that we have, which is a software that puts all the departments punching in everything in a single entry system into a computer for data for the management, so they all know where they're at. Kind of like what we did with the senior centers. Everybody was using their own software and Excel, and none of the numbers were matching up. Now everything will be on one server, one software, where the government will have the same facts. The outside people that audit would be able to audit everybody, and the board plus the management get the same figures each and every month. And that's my report.
No report.
I attended the Sodus Township meeting last night. Sheriff's deputy gave a report on, reports and numbers for Sodus. It was a great job, great report, lots of statistics, and was able to go back and forth with the trustees about questions that they had. They adopted a new township fee schedule using the 1997 building fee schedule. They also talked about the county road for 2024 county road projects. Oxbow is a road that needs to be done. They're meeting with Kevin Stack to talk about scratch and seal for that road. And there was a healthy discussion about the solar legislation that was passed and ways that SOTUS are crafting ordinances and things to address that and what they're going to do with solar energy moving forward. Thank you again for appointing Lauren to the Mental Health Authority. She was made treasurer of the board last night. So she is extremely excited about that and taking on that new role and learning. They're also down the street, just opened this morning, was the Copper Pot, a new breakfast cafe in St. Joe. I got a chance to eat there this morning to be one of their first customers. It is absolutely amazing. They're open from 7 to 3, Thursday through Sunday. So definitely if you want to stop and get some food today, I think they would be a great spot to do so. And that is my report. Thank you.
I have no report.
I attended Brownfield last week. Mike, you missed it. Terry will probably report more on it. And then we had parks yesterday. We had a nice presentation. We were down actually at the historic courthouse. One of the projects that's been on the capital projects list for some time are the sidewalks down there. We got to view the new cement sidewalks, and let me tell you, Rhea is very happy. She was so excited yesterday to show it off to everybody. But they are very nice, very nicely done. We had a great presentation by Chickamine Open Lands, and on the Silver Beach Playground project, you guys in personnel probably got this update today too. The fundraising efforts for the playground is at 72% of goal. So that's moving right along. So if you know, again, if you know of groups that Joe can present to that may be able to contribute, that, there's still a ways to go. And so we can achieve that goal without having to try and find it in the budget. That's my report.
I attended the Berrien County Joe P. Think Vet Dinner Saturday, and that was attended by Congressman Tim Walberg was there, Senator Jonathan Lindsay was there, and some very interesting stories from some of the vets that were there. And they were very much appreciative to the commissioners that purchased seats for veterans, some of them who wouldn't have been able to attend without that. So they wanted to make sure I relayed their gratitude to those commissioners, and it was a great time, great food. That's my report.
Thank you. On Thursday, we had a BC BIT meeting, so I wasn't able to attend the Brownfield meeting because we had them at the same time. We, again, did just a overview of what was presented in committee of the whole of the construction timeline for broadband, and when MEC will be starting to break ground on some of those projects. We talked about some of the other areas that still need to be addressed and what work we can do in connecting with those other ISPs to sort of see how we can move those areas forward for construction. And then the other thing that we have finalized is a meeting with township supervisors who lent their support both with a formal resolution or some sort of letter of support, plus contribution from some of their own funds, whether it be ARPA or other areas in their townships or municipalities. So we are going to be holding that meeting to discuss the sub-grant agreements for MEC with those townships, and we're gonna host it at the conference center at the health department, Tuesday, November 28th at 9 a.m. So that will be for any of the township stakeholders who are interested, who have agreed to contribute to this project. Again, Tuesday, November 28th, 9 a.m. BCBIT will be there along with MEC, just to answer any of those questions and review that sub-grant contract agreement that has been reviewed by corporate counsel.
And to the other commissioners, we're doing this with what I would envision is about a 30-minute kickoff, just explaining what's coming, what's the schedule. And then the invite that's gone out to all the supervisors has included time slots, trying to avoid one mass discussion. We've set up time slots for the supervisor, or his or her designee, to sit with leadership from MEC and just talk through what to expect as far as a sub-grant agreement for the individual township, but also what to expect on construction. MEC has told me that if they need to spend the full day at the conference center, they will. But we're really making a concerted effort to get the supervisors talking directly to the company so that there's no miscommunication, there's no views of us trying to be gatekeepers. We're really just trying to be the conduit to help the supervisors understand what's coming, so that as people are asking them questions, they're gonna have the best answer.
Yeah, because the sub-grant agreement is between MEC and that municipality.
Yep.
It is not between the county, unlike what we had done prior.
Right.
It is strictly between those two entities, and we're helping to be that conduit of information, but certainly not the gatekeepers. That's my report.
Yes, I attended the Parks Commission meeting, also went on a tour in the at 3 o'clock, and our meeting was at 3:30. And in addition to what Commissioner Warfel has told us, I asked about the windows, and you know, the new ones are in, and the director said that she had to have 3 bids, three companies, and she talked about one she knew, but I asked her to just put it out there and let, you know, people apply, request for proposals. And if only one applied, Indiana, that's fine, but to just call them, that's not what we do. So hopefully she'll work on it, and we'll see if we can't sell those windows. That's it.
Thank you. Do you have anything?
No, sir.
Okay, we're now up to general public comments. If anyone has anything they would like to share, this is the time.
Did a nice job on that gal that was here, a friend of mine, Barbara.
Oh, Star.
Very nice. And this gal that's in the photograph, she works out there at the South Shore. And I got to complain about what I was complaining about last time. Now, I don't think you got a right to deny me a copy of that, a hard copy of that budget. You told me, I know you tell me it's on the internet. I'm not gonna piddle around on the internet, 147 pages. What, I'm just like reading the some of that stuff that you guys just passed a while ago. You know, the 10 pages or whatever that you got in there. But anyway, I want to know in writing what gives you the right to deny me access to one of those hard copies. You just keep telling me, well, no, we've always done it this way. You can't have it. I'm not gonna settle for that. I wanna know where you come from. What gives you the right to tell me that I can't get something that I helped pay for? So you guys keep doing that all the time. You never listen to what I have to say. Well, you listen to it, that's about it. And then the bell rings and I gotta shut my mouth up. So I want something in writing from somebody telling me why I cannot get a copy of that. You know, I used to, well, last year I stole one. Anyway, yeah, go right ahead. Rest it. But anyway, I think I have a right to it, you know, where should I go? The library or look it up? I'm not gonna sit in front of my computer looking that stuff up. It's ridiculous.
2 minutes, sir.
That's ridiculous too.
Thank you, Mr. Peltzer.
He fit good to the time, didn't he? He was at the end of the sentence.
Got my name in it.
Anyone else wish to be heard? All right, we'll close public comments. Mr. Peltzer, you have your headset? Okay. We have copies of the annual budget upstairs. There's a limited number of copies available for the general public. And then under the Freedom of Information Act, with what are known as voluminous documents, 147 pages for me meets the definition of voluminous. I think that would probably be the most common sense definition when it's so many pages. We can provide it in an electronic format, which means anybody who wants to can go online and look at it anytime, day or night, weekends, what have you. It's always there at the website. However, I believe we do have some printed upstairs and they're available first come, first served. So if you wanted one, you could have one. Okay?
Thank you.
Sure. And you don't have to steal it this time. You can have it. Right, right. And I'd like to tell you, I think your new glasses are really sharp. So they look good. All right, if we don't have any other comments, we're gonna go to other business. And rumor has it that somebody has reached middle age.
2023?
39.
Well, that's a good number.
39 is a good number, yeah, like Jack Benny. We couldn't afford 45 candles.
Don't drop it, don't drop it.
That's your wish for your birthday?
Yes.
Wow, that's kind of weird thing to see it.
Oh, that smells good.
Well, he's got his back to it. If you turn around, we'll sing happy birthday. There we go. Look at that. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Thaddeus. Happy birthday to you. Yay.
Better every year.
As long as your wife says that, you're doing fine. So.
Oh, man.
Marriage is supposed to improve with age, so.
Like wine or like milk, whichever one.
Right. Hopefully like wine.
I said my parents kind of like milk.
So do you have any august and wise words to share with us on this occasion?
I'll wait till after my evaluation.
Well, since it's your birthday, Thaddeus, we thought it would be appropriate to give you a raise in your contract, so.
Fair enough, I'll accept.
Okay. Not that we weren't going to anyway, but you know, we'll say it's a birthday present. But I've had the privilege to work with several attorneys. Some of us around the table have. And I don't think anyone has better served the board. You're right up there with the best.
I appreciate that. It's been a delight.
I'm gonna have a second piece of cake for you.
Can have mine.
I just want to make sure that Mr. Pelzer gets a slice. That's my birthday wish.
Can you choose
Probably needs to fill out. a
cake
FOIA.
versus budget document?
He has to pick one.
Mr. Pelzer?
No, thank you.
What?
That's his.
It was my birthday wish that you get a piece, Mr. Pelzer.
All right.
Thank
You want some, Sharon?
Sure, thank you.
Gonna do next week.
Okay. All right, folks, while we're cutting the cake, announcements and reminders, of course, Thanksgiving, we're not meeting unless something really important happens that requires us to. We aren't meeting on the 30th either, because as you know, that's the 5th Thursday. And
Land Vegas meeting.
Land Bank's meeting, and we're closed next Thursday and next Friday both. Because there'd be no reason to come in next Friday because nobody would want to be here. And they'd be suffering from tryptophan overdose from all the turkey. Yes. Anyway, if there's nothing else, we'll stand adjourned till the 7th of December.
Yay. Woo.
Happy birthday.
This is a great.
Yes.
song.
Where did cake come from? Meyer. Meyer cake. All right.
Why is that good cake?
They do.
Jen does hamburgers. My wife and I.